disembodied arm. Okay, well, we're celebrating because today we are going to finish MacBeth. Yeah! So that's very exciting, worthy of celebration. So without further ado, we're going to get to the first part of the last scene of the play, which is going to be one of those special videos that I've done where it's with the Reader's Theater. So you'll watch that and then we'll cut back to me and I'll tell you because there's more after the big fight that happens. So we'll talk about that. So let's watch the Reader's Theater and I'll see you on the other side.
Why must I play the Roman fool and die in mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better on them.
Turn, hellhound, turn.
Of all men else, I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. How bloodier villain terms can give thee out.
Thou usest labor. As easy mayst thou the entrenching air with thy keen sword and press as makes me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight thee.
Yield then, coward, and live to be the gaze and show of the time. We'll have you as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole, and underwrit, here may you see the tidings.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Birnam would be come to Dunsany, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I'll try the last. For my body, I throw my warlike shield. Lay on Macduff, and cursed be him that first cries, "Oh, enough!"
And so they fight, and then they exit, as you saw. And then in come, with drum and colors, Malcolm, Seward, Ross, Thanes, and soldiers. So like random guys. Probably played by the same people who played the servants. Let's be honest. Malcolm, I would the friends we missed were safe arrived. Seward, some must go off, and yet by these I see, so great a day as this is cheaply bought. Malcolm, MacBeth is missing, and your noble son. Seward's son, as you remember, was killed by MacBeth. Yeah. Ross, your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshirking station where he fought, but like a man he died. He died like a boss. Seward, then he is dead. Ross, aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end. Aw, that's a really nice thing to say. He said you can't measure your sorrow by how awesome the kid was, because he was so awesome. It would never end. So sweet, Ross. Seward, had he his hurts before? That means, was he injured on the front of his body? That matters. And Ross says, aye, on the front. He's asking because he wants to know if his son was killed in a fair one-on-one combat, or was he killed by being stabbed in the back because he was running away. But he was stabbed in the front, as we all saw, because he went up against MacBeth, and that was a bad idea. Seward, why then God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death, and so his knell is knolled. Seward is a soldier through and through. He's just like, I understand that terrible death happens, but at least my kid died with honor. Malcolm, he's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. Seward, he's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort. Enter Macduff with MacBeth's head. Woo! Yeah. You know, remember that at the beginning of the play, what happened? MacBeth killed the traitor and brought his head and stuck it on the battlements. So we have really come full circle now. Macduff is hailing Malcolm. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland. And everybody says, Hail, King of Scotland. Malcolm. He's going to give his big kingy speech. We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with the several loves that make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls. I think earls is an English thing, so that might be something to take note of. They're not thanes anymore, they're earls. We swinging a bit more from the Scottish to the English, all that stuff going on in there. The first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do, which would be planned newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen. Oh, poor Lady M, who, 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took her own life. They think that Lady Macbeth committed suicide, which is likely, although we never find out exactly how she dies, so maybe she was assassinated. We don't know. She probably killed herself, but maybe not. This and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time and place. So thanks to all at once and each to one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone. They're going to Scone, which I believe is a hill where people get crowned, apparently. So that is the end of the play Macbeth. How cool is that? Very interesting play. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There are some interesting themes that run through it, definitely. What's interesting at the end here is that they definitely are saying goodbye for once and for all to the old Scottish traditions. Not only with the Earl thing, but also because Macduff was the one who killed Macbeth. So by the old rules, Macduff should be the king. But instead they have Malcolm as the king because he's the son of the last king. So this is really sort of a little bit sad. An abandonment of, saying goodbye to the old rules of Scotland and saying hello to a more English style of ruling. I think Malcolm will be a good king, but it is sad to see the old ways go, I like Scotland. I mean, can you tell? I'm in love with Angus, So, yeah, all done. Whew. I'm probably going to do a few smaller videos that are helpful for stage actors. Probably one about memorizing lines. Probably one about vocal warm-ups. Maybe one about improvisation. I don't know. We'll think about it. Maybe if you guys have something that you want me to talk about, leave a comment. That'd be awesome. Special thanks to Disembodied Arm, who was actually played by my sister. Oh my gosh. I know, I have a mother, a husband, and a sister, and you know what? I also have a father. Your minds are blown. And my dad has watched all of these videos, which is more than I can say probably for anyone else in my family or friend group. They may have watched some, but they haven't watched them all. So Dad, shout out to you. You're awesome. Way to be supportive. Cool. Thanks for watching them all. And for anyone else who's not in my family friend group, how did you get here? No, seriously. Thanks for watching my videos, and I hope they were really helpful to you, because being helpful is what I really wanted from these videos. Helping people out, help them understand Shakespeare, because I love the Bard, and I feel like more people should love the Bard too. And the Bard loves sex and violence. So that's fun. Well, before I get too rambly, I'll say goodbye to you all, and go ahead and celebrate. We finished the play.